Hello, everybody, and welcome into the broadcast. My name is Samuel Reese, coming to you live tonight across YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. And what an opening day of the NBA playoffs it's been. Can the fireworks continue in prime time as the Boston Celtics face off with the Brooklyn Nets in this Eastern Conference first-round matchup? The Celtics, the 7 seed after their play-in tournament victory over the Washington Wizards last Tuesday, and the Brooklyn Nets, the 2 seed in the East, and the heavy favorites for this one. The Celtics have had a bumpy season, to say the least. They do have a superstar by the name of Jason Tatum. No Jaylen Brown, however, who's out for the rest of the season with a wrist injury, and it's a scary Nets team on the other side. We'll see how this best-of-7 first-round series plays out. It's Game 1 from the Barclays Center. Beautiful night in Brooklyn, New York. The lights are shining bright as this 7 versus 2 East first-round matchup gets underway in Brooklyn. Thanks, everyone, for tuning into the broadcast. Much appreciated, as always. And let's get right into the starting lineups for the series opener as both teams get their playoff campaigns underway. For the Celtics, they go with Evan Fournier, Marcus Smart, Jason Tatum, Kemba Walker, and Tristan Thompson. Meanwhile, for the hosts, the Brooklyn Nets, they roll out with the lethal starting 5 of Joe Harris, James Harden, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and Blake Griffin. Of course, Kyrie Irving playing against his former team. There are fans in attendance at the Barclays Center. And when this series actually returns to TD Garden, right now TD Garden allowing 25% capacity, but by Game 4, we could see a near full TD Garden based on the restrictions being eased up for capacity limits in the state of Massachusetts, who, as of May 29th, will be permitted to allow 100% capacity. So we could see a packed house at TD Garden for Celtics and Bruins playoff games just about a week from now. That's in the future, but the Celtics will want to get off to a strong start in this series, or else it could be over quickly. Durant wins the opening tip against Thompson. We're underway in this first-round series between the Boston Celtics and the Brooklyn Nets. James Harden in possession for Brooklyn. He'll find Blake Griffin. Griffin to Kyrie Irving. Irving inside. Griffin keeps it in, but turns it over. The steal by Fournier. Fournier head to Walker. Walker charging ahead. Can't get the off-balance shot to go. And it's Harden the other way. A fast tempo to start this game. Harden, the step-back triple. No. Rebounded by Tatum. Here is Tatum in possession. About an 8:20 local time tip-off. Smart takes the 3, but before that, an offensive foul called against the Celtics. It's great to see more and more fans permitted around the country to attend professional sporting events here in the United States. It's possible that by the NBA Finals in July, we could see 100% capacity. Definitely exciting prospect. Griffin pump fake. Back out to Kyrie. Irving, the deep 2. Got it. And Irving puts the Brooklyn Nets on the board. You're in Game 1 of this first-round series. Here now is Kemba Walker. Walker to Tatum. Tatum guarded by Irving. Tatum, the tough shot. He got it. Jason Tatum from the elbow. Guarded tightly by Kyrie Irving, but knocks it down. Both of them, of course, played at Duke. Irving, a 3 of his own. No good. And it's rebounded by Fournier. Now the other way, it's Jason Tatum. Tatum guarded by Irving. 2-2 early on. Screen set by Thompson. Tatum taking it in strong and laying it in for 2. An aggressive play from Tatum, who had 50 points in the play-in game against the Washington Wizards 4 nights ago. Now it's Kevin Durant. Durant up top for James Harden. Harden's guarded by Smart. Now he's picked up by Thompson. 3 on the shot clock. Harden gives it up to Durant. His 3, too strong. Fournier's there to collect the rebound. Tatum finds Fournier. He'll launch from deep. No good. Smart chasing it down. And it's last touched by Irving. It will stay Celtics ball. 14 remains on the shot clock. Good hustle by Marcus Smart. Tatum will put it in. 4-2 Celtics early on. Tatum finds Thompson. Now Smart. Finding Fournier. Fournier inside, guarded by Harris. Floater is short. Harris the rebound. Harden gets it to Durant. Nice cut by Harris, but it's picked off. Thompson got in the way, and now it's Smart from deep. He got the 3. Marcus Smart from downtown. The Celtics with a strong start, 7-2, just over 3 minutes in. The Celtics shooting 3 of 6. Brooklyn 1 for 4. That's the first 3-pointer of the game from Smart. What a move by Harden, who lays it in for an easy 2 points. 7-4, Celtics by 3. This is Kemba Walker in possession. Walker from way downtown. Oh, yes, Kemba Walker. That was Steph Curry range from Kemba. Second 3 on as many possessions for the Celtics. Now here's Irving. Irving deking, putting it up. No good. It rolled out. Tatum collects the rebound. Tatum guarded by Durant. He'll launch from downtown. Yes! Jason Tatum, another 3. The Celtics are pouring it on early. 13-4. It's 3 consecutive triples for Boston. Tatum 7 points early to start this game. Here's Harden. Aggressive dribble finding Harris. Harris taking it strong, puts it in. 13-6. A fast-paced start to this game. Walker, another 3. This one's off the mark. Griffin the rebound. Harden looking to push it ahead. Harden slows down. Bounce pass. Durant with the cut. Easy, too, as he throws it down. Five minutes played and a 5-point lead for the Boston Celtics. Walker to Thompson at the top of the key. He'll hand it off to Tatum. Here's Tatum. Contested shot. Off the mark. Durant scoops it up underneath. The ball in Harden's hands. Durant driving by Thompson and throwing it down again. It's too easy for Durant on these last couple of possessions. 13-10, a 3-point ball game. Walker finds Fournier. Now Thompson. Walker, hesitation move, fadeaway is good. Kemba Walker is in a groove early on. Harden floats one ahead. Harris, the step back 3. No, rebounded by Thompson. Celtics lead at 15-10, midway point of the opening quarter. 3 threes already for the Celtics. A corner 3 from Smart. That's off the mark. And the rebound will be snatched by Durant. Durant, the lead pass for Harden. Harden from downtown. That won't go. Fournier's there. Walker way ahead. Thompson tiptoes and stays in bounds. Thompson working on Griffin. Kicks it out to Walker. Walker into the lane. Out to Fournier. Fournier a 3. Yes, Evan Fournier hits the fourth Celtics triple of the opening quarter. It's 18-10 and a timeout called by Steve Nash. 5:07 to go in the opening quarter of play. Jason Tatum heating up the Celtics team on fire offensively to start the night. We're just underway in game one of this first round series between the Boston Celtics and the Brooklyn Nets. An 8-point lead for the Celtics. Final 5 minutes of the first quarter coming your way after this quick commercial break. Welcome back in, everybody. Beautiful night in Brooklyn, New York at the Barclays Center. It's an 18-10 lead for the Celtics early on against the Nets. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in on this Saturday night. Tatum and Walker combined for 12 of the team's 18 points so far. Kevin Durant, meanwhile, passed Tony Parker for 9th all-time on the NBA playoff scoring list with a bucket early on. Here is Durant with the ball. Shot won't go, but a foul's called. Two free throws on the way for Kevin Durant. Walker not too pleased about that foul called. These are actually the first free throws of the game as Durant knocks down the first. Well, this is the third of 4 games on the opening day of the NBA playoffs. What an epic day it's been so far. I'll recap all of the action from earlier. And 4 more game ones on slate for tomorrow. Both free throws good from Durant. It's now an 18-12 Boston lead. Walker, a nice move. 3 won't go, but a foul called before that off the ball against Brooklyn. And the Celtics will maintain possession. 14 on the shot clock. Jeff Green, by the way, has played in a playoff game for 7 different teams over the course of his career. That's tied for the most in NBA history with 2 other players. That's quite remarkable. Celtics, one of them, of course. Here's Fournier. Shot won't roll in. Robert Williams was in the area, couldn't corral the rebound. Instead, it's Durant. Steps into a 3. No. And that will head out for Brooklyn turnover. Celtics ball. 4:30 left in the first quarter. What's going on, Yoshi Bros? Yeah, I saw. I was checking in on the NHL playoff games going on, and I saw that the Leafs are up 3-1. Yeah, that 3 off the mark. Rebound by Kyrie Irving. Irving guarded by Fournier. Keeps the dribble alive. Skating the baseline and laying it in. 18-14. Some nifty handles by Kyrie. He has 4 points. Now accelerating is Walker. That's thrown away. Durant leading the fast break. Guarded by Smart. And Smart comes in with the foul. Yeah, for sure. That was a very scary injury for Tavares. That was definitely a scary incident, no doubt. Yeah, but obviously it was nothing intentional from I believe it was Perry who kneed him in the face, but that's that was a scary moment for sure. So yeah, prayers for Tavares, of course, as he recovers from that concussion. Kevin Durant, since his return from a hamstring injury on April 7th, has really been better than ever. Came back refreshed and ready to go. He hits both free throws. It's now a 2-point game. 18-16. Durant 8 out of the 16 Brooklyn points. Walker, a 3. That won't go from the right wing. And now the other way, it's Kyrie Irving. Irving puts on the brakes. Denied from behind. The block by Robert Williams. It will stay with the Nets. Yeah, I heard that too. I heard that the news that he should be back, within 2 weeks, which is definitely great news. Irving inbounds from the baseline. He finds Durant. Durant, corner 3, won't go. Rebounded by Robert Williams. Now here's Walker. Walker. Floater won't go. And it's last off of Boston. Brooklyn basketball. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's definitely good news that he could be back that soon. Because considering, the injury, seemed like it could have been much worse. As Durant pulls up from mid-range, offensive rebound. And now it's Harris with the drive. Harris with the finish plus the foul. Or do they call it offensive? No, it's an offensive foul. Pardon me. Walker drew the charge and a timeout on the floor. Great work by Kemba Walker. Oh, really, Yoshi Bros? All right, I'll step aside for a moment. I'll be right back. 18-16, Boston by 2 early on in Game 1 of this first round series. Welcome back in, everybody. The Nets' big three this season only played 8 games together. When it comes to big threes to win a championship in their first season, well, it's only happened twice. Make it 3 times. Of course, the Celtics back in the day, then the Bulls with Pippen, Jordan, and Rodman, and of course, the Warriors most recently. It doesn't happen all that often, but the Nets certainly looking to do just that. Yoshi Bros, will I do a guest invite in my next live stream soon? I don't know how to do that, in all honesty. So I mean, if you figure out how you can invite people and on one of your broadcast, and you do a broadcast on your end, then I'll definitely be willing to join. As this is Tatum the other way. The Nets' big three tonight. Well, Durant 8 points, Irving 4, and Harden 2. Thanks everyone for tuning in. It's an 18-16 Boston lead. Here's Nesmith to the corner. Smart and open 3, but a whistle comes. And it looks like a foul goes against Shamet. Oh, really? Okay. I thought you meant like on the broadcast, but I don't know, man. As Tatum has perhaps a deflected shot, although they say it's directly off of Tatum. So just a 3 well off the mark there, and it will be Brooklyn basketball. Here's Kyrie Irving now for the Nets. Irving, 3, no. Offensive rebound, but denied was Green on the putback. However, now it comes out to Bruce Brown. Kyrie Irving for 3. No good. Another offensive board by Shamet this time. Durant driving in and out on the shot. And now Smart will collect the rebound for the Celtics. Smart finding Robert Williams. Williams, scoop pass. Jabari Parker's fall away won't go. Robert Williams tips the rebound to Nesmith, who knocks down the triple. Aaron Nesmith with the 5th 3 of the game for the Boston Celtics. Boston shooting 5 of 11 from 3. In comparison, Brooklyn 0 for 8 from deep. Shamet back to Durant. Durant using a screen. Into the lane now. Floater is short. Rebound by Parker. Jabari Parker, who hasn't played all that much since being picked up by the Celtics. And that pass well too far ahead from Jason Tatum. As James Harden will re-enter. All right, sounds good. Here is Harden at the top of the key. He's guarded by Robert Williams. Brooklyn trailing by 5. Harden into the lane. Offensive foul called. Robert Williams drawing the foul. Let's see here. They say Harden went in with his shoulder. 4th turnover of the game. Hesitation and the fadeaway off the mark from Tatum. Jeff Green's there to collect the rebound. Final seconds of the opening quarter now. Here is Kevin Durant. Durant defended by Parker. 3 on the shot clock. Contested 3-pointer, no good. Brooklyn just can't score from 3, and it goes out of bounds. Celtics ball with 2.6 seconds left in the quarter. Parker inbounds. Smart collects at midcourt. Weaving through. Deep 2. Good at the buzzer. They'll count it. Oh, his feet were actually behind the line. Make it a 3. So the Celtics end the quarter just the way they wanted to. Marcus Smart, a buzzer beater 3 Although it looked like his right foot might have been on the line. They'll certainly take a look at that. But as of right now, it's a 24-16 lead for the Celtics. Strong first quarter. The second quarter coming your way shortly. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. What a strong start, a strong finish, I should say, to the end of that first quarter from the Celtics. Jason Tatum, 7 points on 3 of 6 shooting. It's Boston with an 8-point lead. Second quarter coming your way in 60 seconds. Stay tuned. Welcome back. We're set for the start of the second quarter in Brooklyn, New York at the Barclays Center. Boston shooting 8 of 23. Brooklyn, though, 6 of 23 and 0 for 9 from 3, most importantly, as that's a nice move by Parker inside, who finishes with the right hand, 23-16. By the way, they ruled actually that Smart did not get that buzzer beater shot off in time, as that's laid in for 2 by DeAndre Jordan. So it was actually 21-16 at the end of one quarter of play. Just to let you know about that. It was definitely close as to whether he got it off or not, but apparently he did not. They reviewed that while we were at commercial break. Here's Evan Fournier. Fournier fouled on the shot. The call goes against Nicholas Claxton, and Fournier will shoot 2. Oh, yeah, now they're showing it. Clearly the ball was still on the right hand of Smart before he released it when the clock hit zeros. So a correct overruling by the change of call, I should say, by the referees, as Fournier knocks down his first of 2 free throws. Early second quarter this season with Orlando and Boston, Fournier in 42 games, averaging 17.1 points per game. Both free throws are good. It's a 25-18 Celtics lead. Durant and Irving resting right now. Harden in the game at point guard. He sends it ahead for Joe Harris. Harris pump fake and lays it in off the glass. 25-20, Celtics by 5. Here now is Tatum. He'll find Jabari Parker. Parker hands it off. Fournier guarded by Jeff Green. Bounce pass to Parker. Parker into the lane, outside to Pritchard. 3 from way downtown, off the mark. Thompson taps the rebound out to Tatum. Tatum, a spin move. Lost the handle on his way up, but it is last touched by Brooklyn. It remains Boston basketball with 10 to shoot. Inbounded to Parker. He'll find Pritchard. 5 on the shot clock. Tatum. Step back. And it's an air ball 3. Or no, a foul was called. A foul was called, and that was before the shot clock expired. Tatum got bumped by by Claxton. And so 2 free throws. Or no, that was a 3-point shot, wasn't it? Let's see. No, it was no, definitely a 2. So 2 free throws will be on the way. Yeah, Claxton didn't get any of the ball. Got all of Tatum's head. In the end, a correct ruling by the official. Call a little bit late, but it was the right one, it has to be said. As Tatum's first free throw rolls in. And he'll make the second. 27-20 is the lead for the Celtics. 2 minutes played in the second quarter. Game 1 of this first round series. Here's James Harden. Guarded by Fournier. Harden all the way in. Floater is short. Tatum on the fast break now. Tatum all the way in. The layup is good. And that's a great basket in transition. The lead is 9 for Boston. Tatum with 11 points. A strong start for he and the Celtics. Here now is James Harden. Harden, defended by Parker. Tried to pass it off to Claxton, but it's picked off. Peyton Pritchard the steal. Here's the rookie out of Oregon, finding Parker. His 3 is good. Jabari Parker from downtown, and the Celtics lead by a dozen. 32-20. The Celtics now 6 of 13 from 3, while Brooklyn still search for their first 3-point field goal. A timeout called, and the Celtics lead by 12. What a start to the second quarter. The Brooklyn Nets will try to look for a response. I'll be back after this timeout. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Early second quarter, Celtics leading by a dozen, 32-20 the score. Some great defense leading to some transition points on offense for the Celtics. And how about their three-point shooting so far tonight? It's been spectacular. Jabari Parker hitting the latest three. And the Celtics have their largest lead of the night. Brooklyn out of the timeout will inbound in the front court. 9:13 left in the half. Smart currently on the bench for Boston. It's passed into Claxton. Brooklyn still without a three. Here's James Harden. Harden getting by Fournier, but it's blocked by Thompson. And Pritchard goes over the scores table trying to save it. Couldn't quite do so. Good effort from the rookie. 5 on the shot clock here for the Nets. Thompson got way up there for that block, denying James Harden at the rim. Harden will pass it in, finding Claxton. Back to Harden. He'll have to put up a shot. Takes it inside. The left-handed floater is good. And Brooklyn make it a 10-point game. Harden 4 points. Second field goal right there. Pritchard finds Parker. Now it's Jason Tatum. Tatum guarded by Kyrie. The step back, in and out. And the rebound secured by Harden. Harden's lead pass blocked by Tatum, but it's turned back over by Parker. Here's Harden. The alley-oop. Easy finish for Claxton. What a sequence that was. Now it's Pritchard for the Celtics. He'll find Parker. Puts up a wild shot. Now won't fall. Here's Harden the other way. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in tonight. Harden in possession for the Nets. They trail by 8. Fournier on him. And a foul called as Harden put up the shot. So he'll shoot a pair of free throws. Harden drawing the foul called against Fournier. Bit of a slow start for Brooklyn tonight. Some solid defense, though, by the Celtics as Harden knocks down the first free throw. Look at tomorrow's NBA playoff schedule. 4 game ones on tap, starting at 1 Eastern time when Washington faces Philadelphia. Then at 3:30, it's the LA Lakers and Phoenix. In the nightcap, it's Atlanta taking on New York at 7. And then following that at 9:30, it's Memphis against Utah. The Grizzlies, who, of course, got the last playoff spot, defeating Golden State last night in the Western Conference play-in. Here's Tatum. Tatum with the drive. High off the glass. Can't finish. But a foul called. A bit of a late whistle. But it eventually came. How about Ja Morant last night at Golden State? 35 points, 5 of 10 from 3, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals. It'll be Memphis's first playoff appearance since 2017. That should be an interesting series against Utah. Obviously, the Jazz will be the heavy favorites for that one. Fade away short by Walker. Here's Harden the other way. Harden driving in, blocking foul called against Kemba. That's Walker's second. Yeah, offensively, the Nets really struggling, but they are getting to the line a bit more, mainly James Harden, which could help. First free throw rattles in as Kevin Durant will re-enter. Here comes Durant's rather Harden's second free throw attempt. Trying to make it a 4-point game. And he does. 32-28, 7:22 to play in the half. Brooklyn are on an 8-0 run in the last 2 minutes. Bounce pass to Thompson. What a find! As the cutting Jason Tatum was on the receiving end of that pass. Easy finish. And the Celtics and the scoring run for Brooklyn. 13 points now for Tatum. Here's Kyrie Irving. Fouled on the shot. Count the basket as he banks it in off the glass for 2. And a chance at a 3-point play. Great utilization of the backboard there from Irving. It's another foul on Walker as well. Already 3 fouls, and he's essentially forced to exit. Brad Stevens takes him off. Walker with 10 points as Irving nails the free throw. 34-31, Celtics by 3. Smart finds Thompson. Now back with Marcus Smart. Bounce pass to Fournier. Fournier underneath. Kicks it out. Neesmith a fake. Now launches from deep. 3 won't go. The rebound snatched by Fournier. He's blocked by Claxton. And now at the other end, it's Irving. Irving out to Harden. Wide open look. That 3 won't go. The Nets just can't make a 3. Nearly midway through the second quarter, they're now 0 for 10 from deep. Boston, meanwhile, 6 of 14. Tatum with a strong drive, lays it in for 2. It's a 5-point Boston lead with 6 minutes left in quarter 2. 15 points now for Tatum. Here's James Harden. Bounce pass to Kevin Durant. Durant, fade away, knocked it down from the baseline. And a timeout called by the Boston Celtics. 36-33, the Celtics still with the lead. But you don't want to see on the other side Durant come alive. It looks like that might be happening in front of our eyes. 3-point game here in the second quarter. More action to come right after this break. Welcome back, everybody. What a weekend it is of sports action around the world. Of course, the F1 Monaco Grand Prix tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Then it's the PGA Championship final round at 10 a.m. And then to cap off your weekend, it's Sunday Night Baseball as the Cardinals host the Cubs at 7. Quite the lineup, if you ask me. Meanwhile, we go back to the Barclays Center, where it's the Celtics with a slim 36-33 lead. 5.5 to go in the half. Celtics in possession. Smart finding Tatum. Tatum to the baseline. Fall away. Too strong. And now it's Harden the other way. Lead pass to Irving. Irving down low. Unable to finish was Bruce Brown. A partial block, it appeared. And now it's taken the other way by Smart. Bounce pass to Nesmith, who's fouled by Blake Griffin as he went up. 2 free throws for Aaron Nesmith, who is getting a lot more playing time, the rookie, after Jaylen Brown picked up that injury, which will keep him out for the rest of the season. Nesmith was selected 14th in this past year's draft out of Vanderbilt. First free throw is good. And Nesmith makes it 2 for 2. 38-33, Celtics by 5. 8 minutes, 5 points for the rookie. Griffin inside. Durant throws it down. A nice cut to the basket by Kevin Durant. An easy finish, and it's a 3-point game again. Here's Marcus Smart. Smart stepping back. Now driving the baseline. Nice bounce pass, and Robert Williams from close range knocks down the shot. 40-35. Here's James Harden. He's defended by Parker. Harden gets it to Durant. Contested shot, won't fall. Celtics secure the rebound. Durant with 12 points so far. Smart cross court to Fournier. Back to Smart. He'll shoot a 3. Good. Marcus Smart with the triple. 43-35. Celtics by 8. Final 4 minutes of the half. The Celtics 7-15 from 3. The Nets yet to score a 3. Spin around move and off the glass and in from Kyrie Irving. What a nifty bucket from Kyrie. He has 9. Here's Aaron Nesmith. Nesmith taking it strong, high off the glass. Won't go. Now it's Blake Griffin. Griffin, scoop pass. Durant with a hard fall. Got the basket. But it will not count. An offensive foul called against Kevin Durant. He was going 100 miles an hour, charging into Marcus Smart. And the Nets turn it over. The crowd at Barclays Center not quite agreeing with that decision. Tatum, the no-look pass for Smart. Smart calls for a clear out. Lost it as he went up for the shot. The referees seem to be undecided originally on who it was last touched by. However, it does appear as though it'll stay with the Celtics. Going back to that offensive foul against Durant, he took a hard fall. A foul was actually called here. So Smart will shoot 2. First one, he misses. Harden is grabbing that right pinky, it appears. Something to keep an eye on. Not Harden, sorry, Durant. Something to keep an eye on for sure. Second free throw is good. The lead is 7 for the Celtics. Smart has 7 points for the Celtics. 2 3-pointers. Final 3 minutes of the half. Durant finding Brown, who's denied. It comes back to Durant. Now Harris to the corner. And Griffin fouled with 0.8 on the shot clock. The pump fake worked as Robert Williams committed. And as Griffin eventually went up for the shot, he was able to draw contact. It was a 2-point attempt. With a block before that, though, by Robert Williams. But in the end, the Nets will still have an opportunity to get at least a point out of this possession. And the first free throw is good from Griffin. Robert Williams averaging 1.8 blocks per game, which ranks 4th in the league. He already has 4 blocks tonight, and we're not even through the first half. Robert Williams, quite the defensive presence for the Celtics. Second free throw misses. 44-38, Celtics by 6. That was the first miss at the line for the Nets on 11 tries. Tatum out to Smart. Smart a 3. He got it. Marcus Smart with his third 3-pointer of the game. The lead is 9 as the Celtics bench loves what they're seeing. Harris, meanwhile, responds with a 3 of his own. Knocks it down from the right wing. Catch and shoot 3. Harris knocks down the very first 3-point field goal of the game for Brooklyn. Here's Tatum. Nice pass, and Robert Williams flushes it down. 49-41. 2 minutes to play in the second quarter. Here is Kevin Durant, guarded by Fournier. Here comes a double team. Durant nowhere to go. Fournier forced a loose ball, trying to scoop it up on the ground. Now it's loose, and Parker corrals it, staying in bounds along the baseline. What a sequence that was. It's the 8th Brooklyn turnover of the game. Celtics looking for some points off of the turnover. Here's Tatum. Nice move. Fade away. In and out. Rebound secured by Durant. Durant's fouled. Tatum whistled for the foul. What an entertaining first half this has been so far. First free throw knocked down. The Nets now in the bonus, as are the Celtics at this point. Celtics up to the challenge so far in game 1. Obviously, it's a pretty tall task for the Celtics to win 4 out of 7 against arguably the best team in the league in the Brooklyn Nets, despite being the 2 seed in the East. Fournier, corner 3, got it! Evan Fournier, another 3 with exactly a minute to go in the half. Here's Kyrie Irving the other way. Irving from downtown, too strong. Offensive rebound. Griffin to Durant. Durant pulls up. That shot is good. 52-45. Marcus Smart will set the offense. Tatum driving. Passes it off. Robert Williams lost it. Irving back to Bruce Brown, who lays it in for 2. Michael Strahan in attendance for this one. Liking what he's seeing from the hometown Nets. 52-47. Brooklyn looking to close out the half strong. Here's Marcus Smart. Smart fouled as he took it into the paint. Pair of free throws on the way for him. 15.9 seconds to play in the half. James Harden set to come back into the game. Meanwhile, it looks like Blake Griffin is drawing a bit of blood from his right knee. That will be taken care of. A reminder that later tonight in the nightcap of an epic day to get the NBA playoffs underway, it'll be Portland taking on Denver at 10:30 Eastern Time. Damian Lillard getting set for action, 24.8 points per game in his playoff career. That ranks 7th among active players. Can Lillard and the Blazers upset the Nuggets in that series? Should be a good one tonight. The Blazers, the 6th seed. The Nuggets, the 3 seed. Of course, Denver led by MVP candidate Nikola Jokic. Smart 10 points so far. And he misses the first free throw. Harden, meanwhile, will replace Brown for the closing seconds of the half. All 3 field goals for Smart were 3-pointers. He makes the second. 1 for 2 on that trip to the line. Celtics lead it by 6. Shot clock is off as Harden gets it to Durant. 7 seconds left in the quarter. Durant pulls up from 3. Too strong. Offensive rebound. The putback short from Irving as Griffin flushed it down, but the horn had expired. The horn had sounded, I should say. Time expired. Look at the star comparison. Jason Tatum, 15 points in that first half. Durant had 16, Irving 9, and Harden 8. It is the Boston Celtics with a lead at the half, looking for the Game 1 victory on the road, which many weren't expecting. But we are only halfway through this one. Still a whole nother 24 minutes to play at Barclays Center. But a good start from the Celtics. They lead it. I'll be back with the halftime report next. Stay tuned. Welcome back. The Boston Celtics possess a 6-point lead at the half. And a big reason why is because they've been able to slow down the big three of the Brooklyn Nets and get some points in transition as well. An impressive first half from the Celtics. We'll see if they can carry that over into the second half. Coming up next, it's the halftime report. Welcome into the halftime report, everybody. The Celtics leading by 6 at halftime of game 1 in this first round series. Perhaps a bit of a surprise that it is Boston leading Brooklyn at the break, but that is the case. I'll talk more about that in a moment. But first, going back earlier today, let's go over some of the action because there were 2 great game 1s earlier today, and it started off with a bang with the Milwaukee Bucks defeating the Miami Heat 109-107 in overtime. Meanwhile, the Dallas Mavericks and LA Clippers battled at the Staples Center. Kawhi Leonard had a ferocious dunk. However, it would be the Mavericks having the last laugh, a 113-103 victory for Dallas on the road. Really, Yoshi Bros? Wow, Nylander just made it 4-1. Wow, I'm sure you're happy right now. A reminder that the NBA playoffs on this opening day of the playoffs don't end after this game at 10:30 Eastern Time. Jokic and the Nuggets will take on Lillard and the Trailblazers. The halftime report continues right after this. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the halftime report. We're moments away from getting the second half underway between the Boston Celtics and the Brooklyn Nets. It certainly promises to be quite the second half. Jason Tatum with a strong first half performance. That's what the Celtics will need every game of the series if they even want a chance at defeating this favored Nets team. That's for certain. Thanks everyone for tuning in. If you do enjoy the broadcast, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That would be greatly appreciated. Kyrie Irving was limited to 9 points, just shot 4 of 10 in that first half. All around, the Celtics actually put forth a nice defensive display in that first half. Now, a little bit of the offensive struggles were courtesy of the Nets just not knocking down rather easy looks. That's certainly something you expect them to improve upon in the second half. We'll see if they can. It's a 6-point Boston Celtics lead. We'll see what the second half has in store from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. It's game one of this first round series on the opening day of the NBA playoffs. I'll be back. Second half is next. Back to Brooklyn following this quick break. We are heading to the second half as the Celtics have a 6-point lead at Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. Oh, really, Yoshi Bros? They pulled their goalie with over 6 minutes left. Wow, that's crazy. So look at some first half stats in this one. Boston shooting 9 of 27. And all of their field goals have been, or no, sorry. They're 9 of 17 from 3. So half of their field goals have been from 3. The Brooklyn Nets shooting about the same percentage. However, their 3-point shooting has been much poorer than Boston's. Just 1 3-point make. And that's ultimately why the Nets trail by 6 at the half. We'll see if things change here as we get the second half underway in Brooklyn, New York. It's game 1 of this first round series in the Eastern Conference. Celtics with the ball, and off we go. Third quarter is upon us. Smart passes to Tatum. Tatum drives on Durant, partial block, and now it's scooped up by Griffin, who's fouled by Tatum. We'll see what kind of start to the second half both teams can get off to. The Nets, a bit of a sluggish start in this game. See if it's a different story in the second half. Here's Durant, tough shot, knocks it down. Well, that's not a bad way to open the scoring in the second half for the Nets. Durant now with 18 points. 4-point game. Smart out to Walker, and Walker stepped out. The Celtics turn it over. Yeah, I know, Yoshi Bros. We need one more win tomorrow. Yep. Hopefully we can finish them off tomorrow in 5 games. Yep, I will be on the call for that one as the Bruins face the Capitals back in DC. Yeah, that last night was awesome from the Bruins. And yeah, I just hope we can shut the door on Washington tomorrow night. I don't want to have to deal with a possible game 6. Hopefully we can end it tomorrow. First free throw, good. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I know the Islanders earlier today, even the series with Pittsburgh, absolutely. Both free throws made. It's now a 2-point Celtics lead. Here's Walker working on Griffin. Whistle comes as a foul. It goes against Griffin. Celtics ball from the far side. Tatum will put the ball in play. Here's Kemba Walker. Step back 3 on the way. No good. And the rebound controlled by Tatum. Tatum to Fournier. Inside for Thompson. Turnaround shot, but he's denied by Durant. Durant finds Harden. James Harden guarded by Thompson. He'll give it up to Durant. Durant into the lane. Nice pass. Griffin is fouled. It'll be on the floor. Brooklyn will take it out of bounds with the shot clock reset to 14. The Nets have a chance to tie or take the lead on this possession, down 53-51. Harden up top for Durant. And that's knocked out by Tatum. Just 4 seconds came off the shot clock there. That's the third foul on Tatum. Walker has 4 as well, something to keep in mind as this game continues. 3 on the shot clock. Harden, step back triple. Got it. And James Harden has put Brooklyn in the lead. It's been a strong start, to say the least, for the Nets here in the second half. They have their first lead since it was 2-0 at the very start. Fournier's bounce pass nearly turned over. Smart comes in, open look, can't hit the three. And Harden's there to collect the rebound. He'll go back to Irving. Deep three. Short. Fournier the rebound. He'll find Smart. Celtics looking to regain the lead. He'll launch from deep. In and out, but the follow-up is thrown down by Tristan Thompson. He came flying in. It's 55-54 Boston. That's the 5th offensive rebound for Boston. Brooklyn have 7. Durant double-teamed and throws it away. Was looking for Harris. A pass off the mark, and the Nets turn it over. You wish we could play you in the finals? I mean, it's possible. Because remember, this year it's the playoffs aren't based on conferences. They reseed at the semifinal round as Walker knocks down that shot. So it's still possible that Toronto and Boston could meet in the Stanley Cup final. Oh, no problem, man. No problem. I completely understand. As Irving hits the three, it's a tie game, 57-57. No, yeah, that's all right. No, I was at my high school's lacrosse game, so commentating that game for a local TV channel here in town. So I had to right when the game ended, I came home to catch the end of the Bruins and came on for the final minutes of the game. But I will be able to do the full Bruins game tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to. I have no conflicting events, so that's good. Foul was called against the Nets. Here is Durant. Durant from the left wing knocks down the three. And the Nets have a 3-point lead. Thank you, A1, for joining on YouTube. Much appreciated. Oh, really? It said that I would start at 6:33. That's very strange. I don't know. Maybe I hit a setting that messed it up. Sorry about that. Sorry. I did not even realize that. Thanks for letting me know. Maybe I hit a setting that made it say that I was starting then, but I didn't mean for that to be the case. I apologize on that. After the break, I'll get you back out to Brooklyn. The Nets have the lead. What a start to the second half from the Nets. Welcome back in, everybody. Oh, really? The Leafs made it 5-1 on an empty net goal. Okay, so it looks like that series will be evened up over in the NHL playoffs. Meanwhile, it's opening day here in the NBA playoffs. Oh, sorry, the scoreboard never went up. I apologize about that. It is the Nets with the lead. What a start to the second half from Brooklyn. The score is 60 to 57, and it's Boston in possession. Here is Jason Tatum. Tatum to the baseline. Nice move inside. The layup good, but he stepped out of bounds, so the basket won't count. Evens to go in the third quarter. Here's Irving on the left wing. Now Harden, bounce pass to Durant. Quick release, knock down the shot right around the right elbow. The lead is now 5 for the Nets, who are starting to warm up. It's an 8-0 run in the last 80 seconds or so. Tatum gets it to Smart. Smart a three. That's a brick. And Harden's there for the rebound. Durant back for Harden. 7:20 left in the third quarter. Harden from downtown. Got it. The Brooklyn Nets are really heating up at this point. 65 to 57. Now here's Walker, and that's thrown way over the head of Fournier. The Celtics turn it over. And it seems like things are unraveling in front of Boston's eyes. Here's another three, but before that, a whistle. They just had one three-pointer all first half, Brooklyn, and they already have 4 early on here in the third quarter. Okay. That three won't go, and it's off of Harris, Celtics ball. Thanks so much, everyone, for stopping by tonight. In this third quarter, the Nets outscoring Boston 18-4. Brooklyn lead by 8. Here's Fournier. Smart out to Fournier. Steps in. The mid-range shot won't fall. And a foul underneath against the Nets called. So the Celtics will maintain possession. Aaron Nesmith has entered for Boston. Tatum gets it into Thompson. Back to Tatum. He's defended by Harris. Tatum into the lane. Foul called against Joe Harris. This will be Tatum's third and fourth free throw attempts. Just a second time heading to the line. Oh, that's awesome, man. Thank you so much, Evan, for joining. Shout out from the Philippines. That's awesome, man. Thanks so much for tuning in from the Philippines. It's already Sunday morning where you are, right? You guys are about a half a day ahead of me here in the U.S. That's awesome, man. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Yoshi Bros. Campbell's first career NHL playoff win, indeed. Tatum hits both free throws, 65-59 the score. Midway point of the third quarter. Here's Kyrie Irving. Now James Harden. To the corner. Durant a three. No. Smart collects the rebound. Smart, tough angle, couldn't bank it home. And Harden is there to collect the rebound. It's Irving. Step back three. Oh, no good. What a move by Irving. Couldn't finish it off, though. Fournier finds Tatum. Quick shot. That's short. And Durant's there. Durant cross court for Irving. Brooklyn leading by 6. Kyrie Irving, step back, banks it in. Kyrie Irving with quite the finish. It's an 8-point Nets lead. Pass back door. It was stripped away. The steal by Brooklyn. Here's Irving in transition. Keeps the dribble alive, taking it to the corner. Defended by Smart. Irving gets it to Durant. Now up top for Harden. Harden defended by Nesmith. Step back 3 on the way. Off the mark. Thompson's there for the rebound. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. The Celtics now trying to stay within reach of the Nets. Boston led by 6 at the half. They currently trail by 8. Tatum in the lane. Thompson out to Smart. Smart goes inside. Finds an open Tatum. He can't hit the 3. The putback no good. Third try, and Thompson puts it in, plus the foul. Durant nudged him from behind, and a 3-point play opportunity for Tristan Thompson. Multiple opportunities for the Celtics, and on the third try, Thompson able to finish and draw contact. We've got a timeout on the floor. 4:36 remains in quarter 3. The Nets have dominated the quarter. The Celtics trying to keep it close. They trail 67-61. Welcome back, everybody. The Celtics had a 6-point lead at the half. They're now down by 6. Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, all coming alive here in the second half. It was only a matter of time before that happened. The Brooklyn Nets, a whole different team so far in this second half. Irving tonight with 14 points, as well as Harden. Durant, meanwhile, putting 25 on the board. 20 points between the three here in this electric third quarter from the Nets. Tristan Thompson, meanwhile, will shoot his free throw. 4 points, 8 rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds for Thompson. .436 to play in the third quarter, and he misses the free throw. Stays a 6-point game. The rebound secured by Durant. Boston just shooting 3 of 15 this quarter. They're 0 for 5 from 3. Brooklyn, meanwhile, 4 of 9. Here's Irving. Nice crossover move. The shot is good. Kyrie Irving showing off the handles. 69-61. Peyton Pritchard finds Jason Tatum. Tatum to the corner. Here's Smart. Behind the back move. Reverse layup. High off the glass and in. What a nifty finish for Marcus Smart. He has 13 points now. Irving faces the double team, finds the open Brown. Brown to the corner. Green gives it up. Harris a 3. Got it. The Brooklyn Nets, well, you just can't defend them when they're on their game, no matter what you do. That's 10 points for Harris, his second 3. Smart will launch from deep. He knocks it down. Nice response for Marcus Smart. Back to, no, they actually ruled it 2. His foot was on the line, so a 7-point game. Here now is Irving. Irving guarded tightly by Smart. He'll find Harris. Corner 3, no good. Thompson there for the rebound. Smart the lead pass to Tatum. Tatum lost it for a moment, now fouled by Brown. Boston in the bonus, so Tatum will shoot 2. Well, every free throw at this point crucial for the Celtics. You can't let this game get out of reach. Can't let it get to a double-digit Brooklyn lead. Tatum knocks down the first free throw to make it a 6-point game. James Harden back in for the Nets. 3:02 to play in the third. Kyrie Irving takes a seat meanwhile, as Tatum hits both. 72-67 the score. 19 points for Tatum. He's perfect at the line now on 6 attempts. Durant to the corner. Here's Joe Harris. Harris along the baseline. Backs up. Guarded by Parker. He finds Durant up top. 3 to shoot. Durant fouled from behind by Pritchard. And so he will shoot 2 at the line. Kemba Walker currently on the bench for Boston. We could see him re-enter very shortly. First free throw is good. And Durant will knock down the second as well. 2:40 left in the third. Durant with 27 points, 11 of them coming in this quarter. Tatum underneath, out to Smart. Pump fake, Smart into the lane, no look pass. Parker the corner 3, couldn't connect. And now it's taken the other way by Harden. He gets it to Durant. 7 to shoot. Durant, contested shot, got it. Over Jabari Parker, no issue for Kevin Durant. It's now a 9-point game. That's 29 points for Durant. Here's Smart on the drive. Puts it in. Smart with a quick bucket the other way. He has 17. Here's Kevin Durant now. That's knocked away. Parker the steal. Lead pass. Parker on the break. Throws it down. The one-handed slam by Jabari Parker. And it's a 5-point game. The Celtics with a mini run here. Parker with 7 points on the night now. This is out to Harden. Harden gave up on the open look. Now a corner three. Won't fall for Jeff Green. Final minute of the third quarter here. As Tatum gets it to Smart. Pass for Parker. Now Smart behind the back pass. Parker along the baseline. Robert Williams couldn't finish. The putback, though, is good. Robert Williams cleans up his own miss, and it's a 3-point game. The Celtics with a burst of energy here late in the third quarter. Here's James Harden. Parker guarding him, and Harden finishes with the left hand. Now a 5-point game. Slight difference here between the shot clock and game clock. The ball in the hands of Jason Tatum. Tatum, the sidestep three. No good. Offensive rebound. Robert Williams denied. Put up. Tapped on the back, off the backboard by Nesmith. And the clock runs out. That's the end of the third quarter. And it's the Brooklyn Nets leading by 5. It's a battle in Brooklyn. The fourth quarter is next. Who will take game 1 of this first round series? We'll find out next. The final 12 minutes coming your way in a moment. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry, I messed up on the scoreboard. It is the end of the third quarter. The Celtics trailing the Nets, I should say, 78-72. Kevin Durant coming alive in the third quarter. He had 13 points in the third quarter, 29 points on the night. We'll see if the Nets can take care of business in the fourth or if the Celtics can come back. Should be a heck of a fourth quarter next in a 6-point game. We are ready to start quarter number 4, a 6-point Brooklyn lead here in game 1 of this first round series between the Celtics and the Nets. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Brooklyn inbound, corner 3 won't go, offensive rebound, but it's thrown away by Landry Shamet. And it will be Boston ball. Okay, it was 78-73. I thought so. It's 78-72 there, but I was pretty sure it was 78-73. So there we go. It is a 5-point game indeed. I apologize for the confusion on the score. Here's Kemba Walker. Bounce pass for Tatum. Tatum spinning around, finding Nesmith. 3, no good. With the shot clock winding down, the rebound secured by Shamet. And now Harden brings it up the other way. Boston shooting 0 for 8 from 3 this half. Brooklyn, meanwhile, 5 of 13. Harden will back it out. 5 to shoot. Harden, a 3, blocked by Robert Williams, but picked up underneath. Claxton's shot was short. And Jabari Parker's there for the Celtics. Robert Williams has been excellent defensively. That's his 6th block of the game. Here's Tatum up high, and Robert Williams throws it down. It's a 3-point game in Brooklyn. 78-75. Here's James Harden. Now to Shamet. Now back with Harden. He's picked up by Walker. Now Parker helps out. Shamet swings it around for Harris. Harris blows by Williams. Shot won't go, but the putback is good. Claxton there with the cleanup work as the shot clock winded down. 80-75, Brooklyn by 5. 2 minutes gone in quarter 4. Nicholas Claxton in 8 minutes has 6 points off the bench. Here's Aaron Nesmith. Tatum spinning through. Shot is no good, but a foul called against Joe Harris. Robert Williams is having himself a night. He really is. He has been one of the bright spots for the Celtics this season. There hasn't been many, have there? But that's certainly a bright spot, Robert Williams. First free throw, too strong from Tatum. Could end up being a crucial miss in the long run. We'll see. Robert Williams went to Texas A&M. And Tatum misses both. So it remains a 5-point game. 2 costly misses at the line from Tatum. Here now is Harris. He'll get it to Claxton. Claxton to Harden. Back to Claxton, spinning inside. Another block by Williams. And he denies him twice. Robert Williams is a force on defense. Now Walker has it poked away, and it's stolen by Harden. Harden passes it back, and it's knocked out by the Celtics. Wow, what a sequence that was. Robert Williams, who missed a significant amount of time with turf toe, back and better than ever. 2 big-time blocks. That's the only problem with Williams. He does seem to be injured quite often. Can he be on the floor on a consistent basis? That's the question. If so, he'll certainly be a big part of the Celtics team going forward as that 3-pointer's off the mark. Here's Walker the other way. Walker, step back. No good. And off of Smart. Brooklyn take over. Celtics trailing by 5. 7 points for Walker and set to come back onto the floor, both Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Here's James Harden. He's going against Parker, and Parker is called for a foul. That's Parker's second. 2 free throws here for James Harden with 8:37 to play. First free throw knockdown, a battle here between the Celtics and Nets. A reminder of what's on tap tomorrow. It's 4 more game ones, starting at 1 Eastern time when the Wizards face the Sixers. Then at 3:30, the Lakers battle the Suns. And then in the night games, it's the Hawks against the Knicks at 7. And at 9:30 to wrap up the weekend, it'll be the Grizzlies facing the Jazz. Both free throws made by Harden, 82-75. Durant, 29 points, Irving, 16, and Harden, 18. Walker pulls up from mid-range. Can't get that shot to go. Walker's been very cold in the second half. Now Harden, another 3. That's short. Walker the rebound. He'll find Smart. Marcus Smart inside. Fournier with the finish. Nice ball movement by the Celtics. And now it's a 5-point game. 10 points for Fournier as he's in double digits. Irving to Durant. Corner 3. Air ball. Too strong from Durant. Now it's Walker. Fournier picks up the dribble in the lane for Parker. Parker, spin move inside, foul called. And he will shoot 2. Chance to make it a 3-point game. The whistle going against Landry Shamet. 7:27 remaining in this fourth quarter. Parker was acquired via free agency on April 16th by the Celtics. Brad Stevens played him quite often right away right after they picked him up, but then he wasn't really getting much action after that. But now tonight, he's played over 20 minutes now, getting a lot of time off the bench. Second free throw rattles in. It's a 3-point ball game as Harden heads off to take a breather. Nice ball movement. Swung to the corner. Shamet misses the 3. Walker now finding Thompson to the corner. It's Smart. A lob, and the Celtics get away there with a bad pass as a foul is called against the Nets. A little bump from Irving on Thompson, and a timeout has been called. 7:06 remains in a very competitive game 1. 3-point Brooklyn lead. The rest of quarter 4 is coming your way next. You won't want to miss it. It's been a good one at the Barclays Center. Stay tuned. More action on the way right after this commercial break. Welcome back, everybody. Great to see fans in the crowd at Barclays Center tonight as we return to some sense of normalcy. The Celtics down by 3, 82-79 the score, about 7 minutes to play in game one of this first round series. Out of this timeout, it will be the Celtics in possession. Smart to inbound. He gets it to Fournier. Fournier guarded by Harris. Spin move. Shot. No, won't go from the baseline. And the rebound is corralled by Irving. Neither team has made a three-point shot this quarter in the fourth, as Irving is met by Smart. What a move. Step back good. Kyrie Irving putting on quite a show. Wow. He has 18 points now. Here's Walker at the other end. Kemba Walker finding Jason Tatum. Tatum driving inside. Layup won't go. And Durant's there to snatch the rebound. Irving back to Durant. Fournier came in and a foul is called against him. So the Nets will keep it. Only 5 seconds came off the shot clock. Green hands it off back to Irving. A three. Good. Kyrie Irving knocks down the triple. And it's an 8-point Brooklyn lead. Smart gets it to Thompson. That pass picked off. Durant on the fast break. Throws it down. It's a 10-point lead now for the Brooklyn Nets. 89-79 the score with 5:48 to go. And Barclays Center is louder than it's been all night long. Durant with the steal and the finish in transition. The Celtics in some trouble. I'll be back right after this timeout. Welcome back, everybody. It's the middle of the fourth quarter, and the Brooklyn Nets have a double-digit lead, 89-79 the score. After the Celtics called a timeout, they'll look to bounce back here in the second half. Tatum and Walker have gone extremely quiet, just 4 points for Tatum, 2 for Walker meanwhile. And that's just not going to cut it for the Celtics if they want to beat a very good Brooklyn team. 5:48 to play in this one, as Thompson will inbound from the baseline. He gets it to Walker, who will bring it up court. Celtics looking to string together some type of run here. A 7-0 run, meanwhile, are what Brooklyn are in the midst of. Here's Tatum. Tatum defended by Green. Along the baseline, Tatum puts up a one-handed shot, air ball. He overshot that one. Here's Durant across midcourt. He gets it to Irving. What's going on, Avery? Thanks for tuning in, Avery. I appreciate it, man. Here's Irving. Stop and start move. Fouled by Smart. And Irving will shoot 2 at the line, as things seem to be falling apart at the moment for the Boston Celtics. Yeah, absolutely, Avery. They did get themselves into a very tough situation. Yep. I mean, when Tatum has, 4 points and Walker has 2 in the second half, there's no way you're going to beat the Nets if, Walker and Tatum are not producing as they need to. But yeah, it's certainly they certainly have put themselves in a tough situation. They've just dropped off in the second half, and credit to Brooklyn. They picked it up defensively, and they came alive with their 3-point shooting, especially in that third quarter, as Irving knocks down both free throws, and Brooklyn have the largest lead of the night with 5 minutes to play, 91-79. Williams out to Walker. Walker a 3. No good, but Robert Williams is there to throw it down on the putback. 91-81. The Celtics not out of it yet. They need to make some stops. That's 10 points now for the Time Lord. Irving pulls up, short on that shot, and Robert Williams with another block, denying Bruce Brown. Williams is having himself a night on the defensive end of the floor. A big-time block by the Time Lord. That is very true, Avery. Yes, yeah. The Revolution did win. I was hoping to go to the Revs game, but unfortunately, I waited till the last minute, and they were out of tickets. I was looking this morning trying to get tickets, but they were already out. But yeah, the Revs did win. 3-1. They're looking very good, and the Bruins are, as you say, a game away from defeating the Capitals. I'll be on the call for Game 5 of Capitals-Bruins tomorrow. Meanwhile, it looks like Tatum is getting into it here. A lot of physicality, and Tatum showing some emotion here. Let's see what happened. Yeah, Tatum and Durant tangled up. And Tatum not happy with that. There certainly could have been a foul called by Durant before Tatum fouled Durant. But instead, it's Durant who heads to the line, knocking down, or rather missing his first free throw, looking to knock down the second. And he does. 92-81. Durant with 32 points on the night, 4:23 to go. Here's Kemba Walker driving in, too high off the glass, won't go. Irving the rebound. Here now is James Harden. Harden guarded by Tatum. Now it's Durant. Inside. Irving's pass. Stolen away. Robert Williams there. Now Tatum charging ahead, but that's stolen right back by Harden. Harden to the corner. Irving to Durant. Back with Kyrie. Here comes the double team on Irving. Fournier comes in. Couldn't tie him up. Here's Harden blowing by Fournier. Kicking to the corner. The three. No good, but the tip-in is from Kyrie Irving. The lead is 13 for Brooklyn. Meanwhile, in transition, Williams can't finish, but he's nudged from behind. A foul called against the Nets. .322 left in the fourth quarter. Irving has 25 points, 10 of 19 from the field, and 5 rebounds. Two free throws here for Robert Williams. First one, no good. A reminder that the NBA playoffs continue. Game 1 of the first round series between the Lakers and the Suns tomorrow at 3:30 Eastern Time. Should be an epic series between the Lakers and the Suns. All gets underway tomorrow. Meanwhile, a timeout called on the floor. I'll be back for the closing moments of the fourth quarter. Stay tuned. Welcome back. The big three for Brooklyn has come to play tonight, especially in the second half, as Robert Williams knocks down his second free throw attempt out of the timeout. It's a 12-point game. Celtics needing a couple of big stops now. Tatum 19 points, Smart 17, Williams 11, and Fournier 10 for Boston as Harris is denied. Brooklyn keep it alive. It's Green in the corner, finding Harden. Harden back to Green. Open look. His three is good. As the shot clock expires, Jeff Green connects from downtown. The lead is 15 for the Nets. Here's Walker meanwhile. He'll get it to Fournier. Fournier, a triple. Too strong. And Durant's there to collect the rebounds. It's looking like the Nets are on their way to a Game 1 victory. The Celtics haven't made a three-point field goal the entire half. Brooklyn, meanwhile, have 7. Here's Green inside. Irving with the easy finish. And the Nets are pulling away late, 99-82. A 17-3 run for Brooklyn here in the last 5 minutes. As Fournier gets it to Williams. That's knocked away, but lands right to Tatum. Tatum, a step-back three. Fouled on the shot as Durant fell on top of him. And Tatum wincing a bit. Slow to get up as he'll head to the line. 2 minutes exactly to play in the fourth quarter. Third foul against Durant as he stepped on his foot. And now I think they're going to review it for a possible flagrant foul here. I'm not sure if this is enough for a flagrant. I really am not sure about that. Yeah, there's no way that's a flagrant on Kevin Durant. But they'll look at it nonetheless. I don't think it should be that long of a review, quite frankly. $99-82. The Nets really pulling away here. The score really doesn't tell the story of this game. It was close for a while. The Celtics actually led by 6 at the half, but a whole different story here in the third and fourth quarter. Oh, wow, they have ruled it a flagrant. Wow. That's very interesting. I just don't see how this is a flagrant. I mean, Durant's trying to make a play. He's trying to block it. There's no intent to injure there. Obviously he landed on Tatum, but I'm a bit surprised at that call. And so Tatum will get 3 shots, and Boston will retain possession. First one is a swish. He'll knock down the second as well. Well, if this was a closer game, that certainly would have been a controversial call, to say the least, that flagrant on Durant. As Tatum goes 3 for 3, and the Celtics will keep the ball. Now 99-85 the score. What is going on, Ben? Thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated, Ben. Yeah, they it was a decent effort, but as you say, the result is as expected as Walker puts up a 3 and connects. Wait a minute. It's an 11-point game. That's a 6-point possession there for the Celtics. Hold your horses. 10 points for Walker now. Here's Harden. Green finds Irving. Irving driving the baseline. Here comes the double team. Irving passes to Harden. Foul called on the shot. It goes against Fournier. .92 seconds remain. Harden 6 for 6 from the free throw line tonight. First free throw knocked down. What's going on, Oliver? You're saying it's going to be a sweep? I mean, that hurts for me as a Celtics fan, but I mean, it's certainly a possibility. I said before the series started that it would be that Brooklyn would win it in 5. I think the Celtics win 1 game this series, but that's it. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's a sweep at the same time as Walker hits another 3. Where was this from Walker earlier this half? 10-point game, 101-91, 1:15 to play. Here's Durant guarded by Tatum. Knocked away, but Durant keeps it alive. 3 to shoot. Durant, tough shot, blocked by Tatum. And Walker fouled by Irving. Brooklyn are in the penalty, so 2 free throws for Walker. It's not done quite yet. You got to credit the Celtics for giving it their best effort down the stretch here to try to close in on this Brooklyn lead as much as they can. Walker, 13 points. This is these are his first free throws of the night, I should say. On the season, was a 90% free throw shooter, 7th in the league. He knocks down the first one. One more shot coming, and Walker will make it 2 for 2. 56 seconds left in the game. It's an 8-point game. Inbounded to Irving. And a quick foul by Jason Tatum. Irving will go to the line. Irving hits the first one. The Nets seem to be on their way to a Game 1 victory over the Celtics. Game 2, not until Tuesday night. So 2 days in between games. Yeah, I tend to agree with you there, Ben, as Irving hits both free throws. And a timeout is called, 103-93 the score. Well, I definitely think Brooklyn should win this year. They're definitely capable of winning, and I think they should. And yeah, their egos could certainly be an issue. We'll see going forward. 101-91, timeout on the floor. I'm back in 60 seconds. Welcome back. 103-93 is the score. Brooklyn up by 10 with just under a minute remaining, as the Nets will win Game 1. And the second game of this series in 3 days' time, as Brooklyn didn't make it easy on themselves tonight with a poor first half performance, but they certainly came alive here in the second half. Smart the no-look pass, and that's turned over. Stolen by Harden. We'll see if the Celtics select a foul, or will they just surrender at this point? Here's Irving. They'll get it up to Harden. 5 on the shot clock. Harden splitting the defense, finding Harris in the corner. But before that, a foul was called, as Harden will shoot 2 with 30 seconds to play. Harden makes the first. As Barclays Center applauds Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving as they exit the game. An ovation from the crowd in Brooklyn. Yeah, absolutely, Ben. The Revolution are doing really good. They're top of the Eastern Conference right now. They just beat the New York Red Bulls earlier tonight, 3-1. So they're looking really good. I've been fortunate enough to go to two of their games so far. I wanted to go to tonight's game, but couldn't. As the second free throw is missed by Harden. Yeah, Steve Nickel. Yep, he was our head coach for a little while actually. Yeah, Steve Nickel is actually now a pundit here in the U.S. for ESPN. As that three's no good. I like Steve Nickel. He was a good coach, obviously a great player for Liverpool. Harden will dribble out the clock. And everyone at Barclays Center on their feet. It's a 104-93 victory as the Brooklyn Nets take down the Boston Celtics in game one of this series. The Celtics led by 6 at the half, but Brooklyn came alive in the second half and grabbed the victory. They win it by 11 in the end. 104-93, the final score. The big three for the Nets. We're not joking around tonight. Great showing in the first playoff game for this Brooklyn team with Irving, Durant, and Harden. And before I sign off, here are the post-game thoughts of Kevin Durant, who had a great night himself.
Well, they made more threes than us. I think they're like 1 for 11 or 1 for something at the end of the first half. So, we knew that we were only down 6 after being down 12. So, we knew that as a matter of, minutes before things started to turn for us defensively. We got stops, we rebounded, and we got out, transition. So, it was one of those games where we stayed with it because our shot wasn't there and our defense was there for us.
It was your first playoff game altogether. How much of it was just settling down a little bit?
Yeah, most of it was settling down. I think we rushed a lot of shots early. Fans was in the stands for the first time, at this capacity. I think it was a lot of adrenaline out there. I think we were all on a high. So I think we calmed down a little bit in that second half and was able to be smart with our defensive principles and, make some shots.
What were you guys doing defensively against them, particularly against Jason Tatum, to keep him relatively quiet?
Well, he's a big-time shot maker. I think he missed a couple shots that he normally makes, but for the most part, we try to be physical, be there on the catch, make him shoot over us. And I think, over the course of the series, he's going to make some of those shots, so we can't get discouraged. But for the most part, we got to help each other out. So I think it's a good start.
You told me before about the mental reps you guys have had together, watching film, texting, constantly talking basketball. Your first playoff game together, did you feel like you were in sync tonight where you want to be?
Defensively, yeah, we were talking to each other. We were covering for each other. Offensively, we want to make shots, and as long as we take good shots, and I think we got our rhythm going there in the second. I think when we were up 6-8 early in the third, we tried to bust it open with threes, but we had to be a little bit more patient. And I think once we got it going towards the end of the fourth, Kyrie made some shots for us to start. We was able to cruise, but we wanted this win so bad, and we wanted it for our fans so bad. We had to relax a bit. I'm glad we did.
Thank you, Kevin. Congrats on the win. Good luck the rest of the way.
For sure.
All right, there you hear the post-game thoughts of Kevin Durant as the Brooklyn Nets take down the Boston Celtics 104-93. 82 combined points for the Nets' big three, Irving, Durant, and Harden. They were combined 25 of 27 from the line. Those three had 82 combined. The rest of the team had just 22. And yeah, absolutely, Ben. That is the issue. We just don't have enough firepower, do we? So look at the Eastern Conference playoffs bracket. The Milwaukee Bucks defeated the Miami Heat in overtime earlier today. They take a 1-0 series lead. The Nets with a 1-0 series lead as well. The winners of those two series will face off in the second round. It's been an epic day, opening day of the NBA playoffs. That will do it for my broadcast, everybody. My name is Samuel Reese saying so long. The Brooklyn Nets defeat the Boston Celtics 104-93, as I will be back tomorrow night at 7 Eastern time for Game 5 between the Washington Capitals and the Boston Bruins. I hope to see you then. But bye for now, everyone.